Taking a look at the real estate edge, joining me now is Tim Rood. He's chairman of the Collingwood Group, here to tell us what he thinks about the housing market and the recovery. Happy to have you on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks, Ann.
This is a topic that has not come up much during this presidential election. Who do you think will be better for the housing recovery that is still underway, Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump?
Well, isn't it kind of staggering that housing hasn't come up in terms of, I mean, it's such a huge topic. It's 20% of GDP historically. It's difficult to say which one would be better. I mean, obviously Donald Trump, I mean, he's a real estate developer. It's kind of a chasm, of course, to go from developing casinos and hotels to, low to moderate income properties.
He could have run on this a lot more than he did.
Yeah, you would think he would have. I don't know how well it ended, but he did own a mortgage company. The challenge, I think, for the Clinton administration is that, they're a little bit of Obama 3.0 in the context of they still are perceived by the banks, and these are the companies, the organizations that you really need to have back into the housing market, as demonizing banking, demonizing mortgage lending. All of the fines and lawsuits from the government. I think it's going to be hard to pull those guys off the sidelines when you're talking about breaking them up, fining them, and doing a bad job. And really, you need a collaboration ultimately to get them off the sidelines and serve the Democrats' key constituents, which are low to moderate income homebuyers.
Would you like to see more first-time homebuyers? We saw a lot under President Bill Clinton, but maybe those people are still waiting to come in as wages are growing here.
You need it. Put it this way. I mean, I describe kind of like if you don't give the low to moderate income or the first-time homebuyers a chance to get success, then ultimately we're going to pay them now or pay them later, which is kind of like we've got to subsidize and we've got to do responsible things to get them into the housing market so that they get the benefit of the wealth creation opportunities from home ownership. Knowing that, you're not going to guarantee successful outcomes, but you got to give them the chance and you've got to do things that are responsible and sustainable. Otherwise, we're going to find ourselves subsidizing them in the future for their health care, their retirement, and things like that.
What about home builders? What are you hearing from home builders?
The home builders, I mean, they've certainly taken a back seat to the housing market. They historically would build a little bit more than the demand. Right now, the challenge is that the only demand that they're seeing and that they're satisfying is on the high end.
The luxury homes.
Exactly. So the people who are move-up buyers, second home buyers, the challenge is right now labor is so tight that it's so expensive to build a property, any property right now, that you've got to make the highest utility, highest yield out of that asset. And right now, there's far more demand at the higher end because of all of the challenges that the first-time home buyers and millennials are finding from debt burdens, student loan debts, a soft job market, high rents, they can't save enough money.
Oh, absolutely. We are hearing about that, though. Construction companies are having a hard time finding workers. They have jobs, it's just they can't find the bodies.
Exactly.
Wonderful to have you here. Thank you.
My pleasure.